Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of UnPontificated. First of all, I just want to give my condolences to the people who were killed in that terrible shooting in Australia, the Jewish community. What a terrible ordeal. Terrible. We pray that that never happens here in Canada. And, that supposedly whole area of Bondi Beach, Australia is a peaceful country. But these things are being exported, this kind of terrorism, these kind of actions, this kind of anti-Semitism that's happening around these days. It's terrible. Anyway, here in Canada, we had another floor crossing. Michael Ma has decided that he's going to join the Liberals and see what he can do to get their agenda passed. So in the span of the 8 months that Carney has been leader, we basically lost three Conservative MPs. Two have crossed, Chris d'Entremont and Ma have crossed, and Généraux has decided he's done with politics, and he hasn't been seen on Parliament Hill in a while, certainly not participating in any votes. So three have gone. Liberals are now one away from a majority. And really, I don't see any NDP or Green joining them for their majority, or Bloc Québécois. If anything, it would come from a Conservative. So this has brought Pierre Poilievre's leadership into the spotlight once again. And it's certainly something I have been thinking of. I asked a friend, what do you think? Should we stay, or should he stay, or should he go? Excuse me. My friend said, stay. And I've been thinking about this. I'm not as dogmatic, emphatic as my friend is, because I've just been thinking about, should he stay, or should he go? I am leaning to stay, but I'm going to give you three reasons that you could give as to why he should go, and three reasons why he should stay. We'll start with the go. So three reasons why Pierre Poilievre should just go. Number one, as I've stated, we have lost three MPs. So when you lose, I mean, floor crossings happen. They've happened either way. Even under Harper, we got some Liberals crossing the floor. They happen. By the way, and just as an aside, I think floor crossings in our system are fine, except when you cross, it should trigger a by-election. Many of us vote to the party. We don't vote to the person because we don't know the person. Some of us do, but most of us do not. So when we vote, say Conservative, we're actually voting for Pierre Poilievre. I voted for Chris d'Entremont, but I was voting for Pierre Poilievre and the Conservative Party and the things he was standing for. I didn't know Chris d'Entremont. I have met him since, but I didn't know. Well, and most of us are like that. We vote for the leader, we vote for the party, not for the MP. So I think many people in Michael Ma's writing, Chris d'Entremont's writing, feel cheated, feel betrayed, because now the guy that we voted for, the party we voted for, has changed hands. The writing is now liberal writing when it was conservative. So I think it should trigger a by-election, and we should just go to the polls. But that's not our system right now, and so 171 seats for the Liberals. They just need 172, and they've got their majority. And heaven help us. So, reason number one, he's causing a bunch of the caucus to cross the floor. He's not leading. He's not, as many people have stated, people quit jobs, they don't quit the job, they quit the leader. And this may be the case here. Maybe there's something to Pierre's leadership. Number one. Number two, Pierre Poilievre is unable to pivot. If you look at polls these days, you do see that people's intention to vote is very similar with the liberals. I think it's about 41% say they're going to vote liberal, with others going to vote conservative. So it does look like certainly intention to vote is neck and neck with the liberals. But Pierre Poilievre himself, as leader, as prime minister, is plummeted. People don't see him as prime minister. They see Carney more of a prime minister than they see Pierre Poilievre as a prime minister. At the beginning of 2025, he had like a 30-point lead over Trudeau. The Liberals ditched Trudeau, brought in Carney, and the lead plummeted. Right? Many people felt that the lead plummeted because Carney was focused on Trump more so than Poilievre was. Poilievre, to his credit, was focused on Canada, and he was still, touting and pushing his agenda for improving Canada's lot. But that wasn't working with the electorate. His numbers, the range was still decreasing, and then he lost the election. He lost his own seat as well. So it's showing this inability to pivot and change. He's just boom, boom, going with what he says, what he thinks will work, and he doesn't make the change. He doesn't read the room. Right? Sometimes you just got to read the room. One of the things that he hasn't shown that he's likable, and he started that. He started to be likable. He showed his wife more. He told us about his upbringing, and his mom and all that. And then that's gone. He can only do that for a short period of time. He can't do it for a long period of time. Just a little bit of time, you see him looking likable, and then it's over. So he just shows us an ability to change, to pivot, and his true self isn't working, especially with Canadian women. It's not really working. And so reason number one, he's losing MPs. Reason number two, he can't pivot. He can't make the change. He is who he is. And it's not working. And reason number three, we don't need him. Carney's plan is his plan. Okay? Carney has got the pipeline MOU signed with Danielle Smith. So it looks like, okay, the pipeline is a go. Well, it's not a go, but Carney is showing that he wants the pipeline built too. Whether he does or not, you don't have to believe him, but he's showing that. Albertans are happy, people are happy. Most people in Canada are saying yes, they want that pipeline built, and Carney has got it signed, the MOU signed. So who needs? You don't need Pierre Poilievre. That was his one of his part of his plan. One of the things of his plan that he wanted, get the pipeline built. Okay, Carney's getting it done. Gas prices are lower. They lowered quite a bit here in Nova Scotia the past week because the carbon tax is gone. Again, axe the tax. Okay, Carney has axed the carbon tax, not the industrial carbon tax, but he's got that down. Gas is down. Who needs Poilievre when his plan, Poilievre's plan, is being implemented? Military spending is up. So Carney has pledged to improve the military. That's a conservative talking point. Great, awesome. Immigration is being curbed. It's harder to come to Canada, so they're looking at immigration, bringing that down. That's again. So, look, yes, obviously the deficit is through the roof. And that's definitely something that is not a Poilievre plan. But Carney has brought the Liberals from being even more left than the NDP back to the center, and it's even almost center right. It's almost center right. And this is why that moderate middle of the voters are saying what? Carney's doing fine. Carney's all right. Carney's good. So, 3 reasons why Poilievre should go. Number 1, he can't keep his caucus intact. 3 MPs are gone, and supposedly there's more that are unhappy. So his caucus management isn't good. So because of that, the Liberals are 1 away from a majority. Poilievre should go. Reason number 2, he's unable to pivot. He can't change. He is who he is. And if you can't change, and you are who you are, and people are telling you that they don't like you, then you should go. I mean, why are you staying when people are saying that you can't do it? And as conservatives, if you got a guy who can't win because people don't like him, then he should go. Just go. And reason number 3, you don't need him. Carney is implementing his plan. So if Carney's got his plan, which is the conservative plan that we like, then it's fine. Everything's fine, right? 3 reasons why Poilievre should go. Now, 3 reasons why I think Poilievre should stay. Reason number 1. And replace him with who? Who are you going to replace Poilievre with? Andrew Scheer, who seems to be the one talking the most, people already said no. And Andrew Scheer is too much like Poilievre. He's a bulldog. He's not going to change either. He's not going to be likable, be liked either. He's an attack dog. So we need someone softer. So right now, I think we should still give Poilievre a chance. I think he's gonna win his leadership review in January. I think that's pretty clear. And I think one of the reasons why he's acting like an attack dog still now is so he can win that leadership review. And I'm hoping that after the review, after he's secure, we'll start to see a bit of a change. We'll start to see a change. That likable guy that we saw leading up to the election should come back and stay. Come back and stay. But he should stay because there's no one else. Melissa Landsman, nah, I don't think she can win against Mark Carney. I do like Leslyn Lewis. She is quite a conservative, and I like some of the things that she says. Can she win against Carney? Is Canada ready for a conservative Black woman to run and to win, to lead? You'd hope that Canada's ready, but is Leslyn Lewis that person? I don't know. She's run for the leadership of the Conservative Party and hasn't won yet, but she might again. She is ambitious, but not ready. Not ready. One thing that Pierre Poilievre hasn't done well is showcase his people. We don't see them around. Like who like right now, if I was to ask you, who do you think would be a good foreign minister if the Conservatives won the election? Who would you put there? Finance minister? We don't know them because they're not showcased. Only one who have showcased a Landsman and Scheer. You see other people standing around, but they're not showcased. They're not up there. I've heard a bit from Jamil Javani, but he's a young guy. Jamil, again, he's a bulldog. So all these guys, these people who are being showcased are bulldogs. They're attack people. Where are the softer ones? So he should stay because there's no one else. You may say that's negative, but Uh, and it can be a negative, but right now, for the case sake of this, he should stay because there's no one else. Number two, we got a strong base. So the base is strong. The base still likes him, and I think he has increased the base. Right? So Pierre Poilievre did get, did increase the seats, the conservative seats, from 119 to 144, which was really good. That was 41% of the popular vote, which is up from 33 in 2021. So again, that was again an increase. 41% would get you a majority in most elections, but the last election was not the same as most. You had Trump, you had the NDP falling aside. It was quite different. It was a different election. So 41% just didn't cut it. But you're still showing a good number of people are staying with the conservatives of that increase, because like I said, the polls are neck and neck with the liberals against decided voters, saying 41% either way vote for liberals, 41% vote for conservatives. So that's still good on the polls, but polls are a snapshot in time. When things get serious, what are they going to do? But right now, his message is keeping people neck and neck. People are still like the conservatives, even though they don't like him. They like the conservative message, the title of the liberal message. But they don't like him. But still, his message is resonating. So, reason number one, why he should stay, there's no one else. Reason number two, his message is still kind of resonating with the people. And I think he's the best one to deliver it. So he should stay and deliver it. And reason number three, which I think is the kind of the main one, I think, as to why Pierre Poilievre should stay, is that I think a lot of conservatives, a lot of Canadians believe him. Like, I believe when he says that he would get a pipeline built. And I believe him because I know he wants to get our resources out of the ground. I don't believe Carney. Carney said, yes, has signed the MOU, but we know Carney, I mean, even in his book Values and his life message, as well as his wife's message, wife and life, is that keep our resources in the ground. He's not a pipeline guy. He's not a move the oil guy. He's not a move the natural gas guy. He's saying that, but I don't believe him. I don't believe him. And so Poilievre, I do believe that he wants to get the pipeline built. I do believe he wants to get our resources out of the ground, right? I do believe he will get rid of the industrial carbon tax as well, right? Carney is not getting rid of the industrial carbon tax. So there's things that even though Carney is implementing, like his messaging, it's the Poilievre messaging, I'd be shocked if this pipeline gets built. I'd be stunned. If Pierre Poilievre was there, I wouldn't be shocked because he believes what he's saying. Carney does not believe what he's saying. That's my opinion, and I'd be happy for him to prove me wrong. So, what do you guys think? This is just my little, my thoughts, my three thoughts on should Pierre Poilievre go or Pierre Poilievre stay? I'd be interested to know what you guys say in the comments. What do you think? Should he stay? Should he go? How would you vote the next election? I think if the next election came, I thought the next election would actually be in the spring. I did a last episode where I talked about we're going to have a spring election. But now, one away from a majority, and if they get it, it's going to be another 4 years of Liberal government. Oh my goodness. Well, again, this is a center right government, and so it's not as bad as Trudeau, but we shall see. We shall see how this goes. 2026 is going to be quite interesting. And yeah, I'd really appreciate it if you guys did like and subscribe. And then also let me know what your thoughts are and whether or not Pierre Poilievre should stay or go. I'll see you next time.